My name is Kathy, and we're here tonight with Citizens That Care. We are tired of this new website called hobook.com. They're writing about young children, middle school children, and these are just some concerned parents, young girls, and citizens who just came to voice our opinion how disgusted we are on this website. So I just want to start off by saying that they wrote some pretty horrible things about my granddaughter who is 4 years old, and I don't think it's appropriate that the citizens of Beatrice fall for this, or the 402 area code, excuse me. I don't think the citizens of the 402 area code should fall for terrible things like this that's being posted on the internet. My worry is that somebody is going to take their own life because of this website and the horrible things that are being said about junior high kids, children that are not even born yet, 4-year-old children. We have a young 16-year-old girl here who has been talked about on this website. And if anybody wants to start off and say their story. Kelly, you got a story you want to tell?
Sure, I'll start off. My 14-year-old daughter came home and was talking about her friend at school that was getting harassed from hobook.com. She walked into the computer lab at school, at the high school, and boys were asking what kind of sexual positions she liked, what kind of dirty things she'd do, and she had no idea what they were even talking about. She didn't know what the words meant. She didn't know how to handle it. She left school. She was upset. And for a parent, it's hard for me to be able to protect my kids and have them know that this kind of stuff isn't right, it's not okay, when, you know, people in Beatrice are writing about so many different people, and it's just been common. It's just something common that happens. So.
Do you want to say your story, sweetie?
Well, I'm not really talked about on there, at least not that I know of, but I have realized that a group of girls are on there, and I'm friends with them, but I've noticed that it's one of the friends in the group that will talk about other ones because either they're insecure or I don't know, I guess they're just jealous and they don't want to voice their opinion to them, so they talk about them on the web.
How does it hurt? Does it hurt you to see that people are being so mean to other people and they're supposed to be friends, or they're...
Personally, yes, because I feel like everyone should be friends because there's no reason to hate anyone. But for them to do that and not actually say it to their face makes me feel like they're just childish, and that, I don't really know how to explain it, but I think it's just wrong of them to do that because they don't realize what that person's going through in their everyday life, so they shouldn't do that. And
Alyssa, you had some horrible things wrote on that site about you as well.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about that?
I don't know. I think it's ridiculous.
I mean, they told my daughter that she should off herself. And they said some pretty mean things about my granddaughter, which...
It's a hateful site. I can't believe that people have that much hatred in their heart. I stumbled across that. A friend on my Facebook had posted something that was posted on this whole book. So I'm only human, you know, I want to check it out. And I read it and it was just like, I can't believe people are talking about other people like this. Well, then I got to be, you know, I read more than just that story, and that's involving little kids. It's involving grade school. It's involving middle school. You know, this is cyberbullying. That's just like, you know, like you said, it could push somebody over the edge, is what my opinion is on it. I think it needs to be taken off the web.
I don't even think it's just cyberbullying. I think it's a cyber sex crime. I think that they're degrading you know, junior high, elementary, high school kids. They're teaching them that it's okay to be talked to like this. It's okay to have people think these things about you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do about it because it's all over the internet for everybody to see.
And I've been to the police.
And the big thing is how many of these kids that are posting this stuff about other kids, how many of their parents know what's going on?
Exactly.
You know, are these parents controlling their internet? Not. They can't be. There's just no way.
Especially if they can get on it at school.
And for the people out there that just go there and look at what's being commented on and then maybe comment on a statement, don't. You know, don't.
But it's not just that. when you post something that's, I posted 3 different times the links that you can go to report this site. The things that you can do to help out to get this thing shut down, they took off all my comments. So it's just a one-sided thing. Unless you're talking about somebody, insulting them, hurting them, telling them to kill themselves, they'll take down your comments.
Well, didn't they block you?
They blocked me from the website. I can't get on there anymore because I contacted them. Like, it says contact us. There's a button that says contact us.
But they don't want to hear that.
As soon as they got my email address where they could get my IP address, they immediately banned me from that website. But yet they'll let somebody's opinion stay on there about my 4-year-old granddaughter who has diabetes, junior diabetes, and has a thyroid problem. They turned my daughter into CPS because somebody told them to. Somebody on this website said somebody needs to call Chelsea in for child neglect.
And that's just ridiculous. The cops won't do anything about this site, but they can have somebody turn somebody in for CPS for nothing, and they'll go investigate that. That's just ridiculous.
But they won't investigate a website because it's freedom of speech.
There was 34 kids between the ages of 9 and 19 that they can connect from cyberbullying that killed themselves. They're dead, they're gone. There's nothing anybody can do to fix that. They can't heal them, they can't love them, they can never help them again. And it's all from sites like Hobook. And there's, what are we supposed to do to protect our kids? How are we supposed to protect them?
I got 50 pages right here.
I just learned of this.
On one person.
On one person.
3 days ago. Kathy brought it to my attention. She came over today and she's got over 50 sheets that she's copied off of that website. All about one girl and her daughter. I'm all for this place being shut down, and I'd like to thank everybody for coming here tonight and supporting this. Hopefully we'll turn out with a really large support group within the next month.
I think we need to also talk about what we can do to get
Yes,
it shut down.
I did have. And Jonathan, I want to thank you for coming. Jonathan I know him, and I had seen that, he had left a comment on Facebook, Hobook, and I sent him a private message because I know him, he's a good kid. And I told him that it hurt my feelings, that about the comment that he made. He thought it was cool that, they were talking about people on the website. And he sent me a very heartfelt message back saying that, that is not what his intention was or anything. And so I'm very glad you were here. That makes me feel really good.
They can sit back and talk about people all they want, but nobody's walked in that person's shoes. They don't know what they're going through. And like I said, what got me to the boiling point was when I was reading about the little kids that can't defend themselves, like your granddaughter. Nobody out there knows everything that's going on, and it upsets me to know that they can sit there and write that stuff about them kids. And like I told you, I feel that somebody's going to go over the edge. You got this middle-aged school kids in there. The things are being wrote about, and it's peer pressure is too much for them nowadays.
It is.
It's a whole lot different was when we were growing up.
Yeah. You can go to.
Yeah.
They don't have a face to connect.
Exactly.
They can say whatever they want to.
Yep, exactly.
And that's why it's
And then turn around and say, I didn't say that.
Now, Missouri does have a law called Megan's Law. There was a suicide over one of these sites. And this girl's mom fought for it, and she got the law passed. There's like 4 states now that do have the cyberbullying laws. Kathy's got the papers right there.
Yes.
Let's get it here before
Nebraska does have it in legislature.
They do have a bullying
So we don't
law,
have this.
but they don't have a cyber bullying law. The bullying law for Nebraska is 729-2-137. It's proposed for a cyberbullying law and including electronic harassment. Cyberbullying is rumors online, emails, text messages, hurtful things that people post about other people online. That is all bullying. 1 in 10 kids tell their parents they're being bullied online. Less than 1 out of 5 people report it to the police. Why? because they say there's nothing they can do about it. But yet, when this child takes their life, then they want to come in and be like, oh, well, you know, we reported this to you how many times and there's nothing you could do about it. Now, is there anything you can do about it?
The day that I went to the police department and talked to them, the day that I heard about this, there was 5 other moms that went down to the police department and they told me the same thing. We can't do anything because cyberbullying isn't against the law. Sex crimes over the internet are. And to me, this is a sex crime. To me, this is, you know, displaying this on the internet about young girls, you know, putting a 4-year-old on a site called Hobook. Who does that?
Yes.
That should be against the law. You know, put everything aside on what they said, just having a 4-year-old's name and description on a site called Hobook, you know, that should be a disgrace. That should be it's cowardly.
If everybody here tonight and even more would contact their senators or congressmen, we've been in touch with a representative of the Attorney General. They are even blocked from this website. There's a big major problem with this Hobook.com, and everybody needs to contact their local senators, congressmen, and Attorney General and let them know that we're not going to put up with this.
Isn't the basis of it out of